Did you know that you can edit your YouTube videos after they've been uploaded and it actually increases your odds of going viral? Or maybe you didn't know that there are AI tools that are going to help you basically edit your videos instantly and you won't have to spend hours editing your content anymore. Well, those two things are absolutely nothing, because by the end of this video, you're gonna know a bunch of editing hacks that you can implement right now in 2025 in order to increase your views on YouTube and increase the odds you go viral. In fact, these hacks I'm about to share with you help this creator gain over 100,000 subscribers and this creator over 300,000. And the same exact thing can happen to you so long as you start to do these. Now, that first change that you need to make in the editing hack is that you need to begin editing your content after it's actually been uploaded. So if we come into a YouTube video right here, this video has been underperforming on my channel. And the reason for that is because of the average view duration right here. In fact, we can see that there's a dip right here. There's a dip right here. There's another one here. There's another one here. There's one here, one here, one here, and one here. Now, what that means is that viewers didn't like that part of the video. Now, there are a few things that you could do here. First, you could completely ignore this, which is what you're probably doing right now. But secondly, you could actually fix this. So what I want you to do is, one, I want you to take note of all the different times that something happened right here. I want you to watch it and you will be able to see exactly what you did wrong. You want to take note of that and then never do that thing ever again. But in addition to that, if you come over into editor right here, you can come to the time that happened. For example, it happened at 122. Guess what I could do? I can click add trim right here, click on new cut, and I can actually go in and cut out that part of the video. And when you do this, this is going to help flatten out that average view duration for future viewers, which is going to trick the YouTube algorithm into thinking you made a better video than you did. Now, of course, you don't want to cut out anything that is going to completely ruin the context of the video, but if people are dropping off or people are skipping over, guess what? They didn't like that part anyway. So you could actually come in here, cut out all those parts, and this is going to transform the average view duration that you end up getting on your content in the future and can increase the odds that this post goes viral even after you uploaded your video. And you could even do this with old videos. You could go back a month, 2 months, and actually change these things, and it's going to kick the video back into the algorithm. It's going to give it a new shot, and guess what? This could increase your reach. Now, editing trick number 2 is you need to make sure that you are creating an information gap in the beginning of your content. I cannot emphasize this enough. If you don't do this in the first few seconds of your content, what's going to end up happening is people are going to get bored. Instead, what you need to happen is the same thing that happens when somebody texts you on your phone and says, I need to talk to you, and then they stop responding to you. It makes you freak out. You want to make your viewers have the same exact experience. Now, obviously, you don't want to make them freak out, but you want them to have that emotional response that you would get the same way if somebody did this to you. And there are 3 ways that I love to do this. It doesn't matter if you upload educational content, entertaining content, anything like that. You could study these 3 ways, implement it into your content, and it's instantly going to increase your views and the amount of people that actually watch your content, which, by the way, is one of the #1 things that the YouTube algorithm is actually looking for. Now, the first way that you could do this is by doing what I did in this video right here that I just released. In the first second of the video, I tell people that there are 3 new best times to post on Instagram, but more importantly, I put this graphic up here. It has time number 1, time number 2, time number 3, so people understand that these times are going to get revealed. And then guess what? Once I reveal time number 1, I get rid of it and I put it up there. Time number 2, though, and time number 3, they get reminded that, hey, something else is coming in the future. I need to keep watching this video. And what that does is increases the average view duration, which again, pretty much instantly increases your views. And just putting something simple like this in your content is going to increase your views. The second way that you could do this is by doing what this creator right here did. This makes somebody question what on earth is about to happen. They have 2 everyday items. They have a grater, they have Skittles, and it makes you think, what on earth is going to happen? In addition to that, if somebody comes down to the title right here, it says survivor skills, make a camping fire starter. So it makes you question, what on earth is this guy going to do with these 2 things that is going to help him start a fire? And if you get your viewer to do that, increase the odds that they actually watch. The next way that you could do that is by doing what Emmy does right here, where she says, this is your stomach. What this does is gives you a visual representation of something. In fact, this video got over 21 million views, and it helped her gain probably over 100,000 subscribers simply because she was visually showing what she is trying to tell people. If she just started telling people about their stomach, and this is what it is, and this is what it is, people would be bored. they wouldn't be interested in. If I just told people that there are 3 best times to post without actually showing them this, they'd be bored. They wouldn't be interested. If this guy right here picked a match, it wouldn't have you interested. But instead, he added in some weird items that make you question what on earth is going to happen here. And implementing things like this in the beginning of your video needs to be something that you do during the editing phase. In fact, it's the most important part of the editing phase. Because you have to think about this. If somebody doesn't get hooked in the beginning of your video, they are never going to get to the middle of your video, and they're definitely not going to get to the end of your video, which is why I say the beginning is by far the most important part. And I do want to warn you, there are other ways that you could actually do this. So what I would start doing, every single time you watch a YouTube short, you watch an Instagram video, you watch a TikTok video, you watch a long form YouTube video, I want you to ask yourself, in the first 3 seconds, first 5 seconds, first 10 seconds, what did this person do to hook people in, and how can I use that for myself? Even if you're watching videos that aren't in your niche, this is going to make you a way better YouTube editor, because you're going to begin to pick up other ways that you could get better. And now, instead of you consuming content, you're learning every time you watch a piece of content. On top of that, don't think that you have to recreate the wheel with this. Once you find something that works, like I use that list in almost all of my videos, you should keep taking advantage of the thing, because if it works, you can continue to exploit it, because obviously it's working for keeping your audience's attention. Now, editing trick number 3 is letting AI do most of the work for you. If you were still spending hours every single day editing your content, not only are you completely wasting your time, it's why you're not getting the views that you want. In fact, the biggest YouTube creators, myself included, have started using AI to automate most of this. For example, this is what Shelby Church does. This is what Dami Lee does, and this is what April Lynn Alter does, all by using Gling AI to cut down hours of editing into just a few minutes with these really easy to use features. Because once you come to Gling AI, you could literally get started for free, and you could get it at the pinned comment below. You are going to see how helpful this is. If you come up here, you could see that you can literally add cuts in your videos immediately. You can also skip cuts. You could do all the other editing stuff that you would typically do in your video, but have it be AI powered. For example, if I want to increase the pace of my video, guess what I could do? I could do this, and then it's going to get rid of more pauses. I could come into here, and I could change where I'm actually going to adjust the padding. Is it going to be quicker in the beginning or quicker at the end? And it doesn't stop there, because if I click into enhance right here, I can add in jump cuts and zooms automatically. I could have it centered to my face or not centered to my face. I literally click a button and B-roll is going to be placed on my video. I can enhance my audio. I can denoise. I could use speech enhancement. And it only gets crazier and crazier when you come into this AI assistant, because you can generate title for yourself, you could generate chapters for yourself, and this is going to make it way easier for you to be able to edit your content. If you are wasting your time right now doing your own cuts, doing your own zooms, finding your own B-roll, denoising your content, using speech enhancement, you need to make sure that you go to the pinned comment below and get started with Gling AI today, because it is going to completely transform how you're editing your content right now, and it's going to give you your time back. Editing trick number 4 is you need to make sure that you begin looping all of your YouTube shorts. I cannot emphasize this enough. This was important in the past, but as of March 31st, YouTube is now giving creators 30 to 50% more views if they upload YouTube shorts from 2 places. First and foremost, the second somebody watches one of your shorts, it counts as a view. Secondly, if somebody loops one of your videos, it's going to count as an extra view. So the more loops that you could get, people watching the video over and over again, guess what ends up happening? You, as a result, get more views. In fact, this is one of the only things that you could do to literally add 30 to 50% reach instantly. This is how you loop a video. So if we watch this video right here, this is actually what a loop looks like. So you could see right here that this is the beginning of this video, but the reality is this is actually the end of the video. All this creator did was took the beginning of the video, they placed it at the end, and what that does is actually makes a loop. So if we come over here, we mute this, and we actually watch this, we'll see that this is where it starts. He walks in right here, but what's actually going to happen is he's now going to go right there, and then boom, the video loops. And what this does is makes it so that you, the viewer, watches multiple times before you realize what's actually going on. The other way that you could do this, not just visually, is with a voiceover. And again, all you're going to do is take the beginning of the video, put it at the end, and what this actually does is start your video off way quicker, so it hooks the person immediately. There's immediate action in your video, and then as they get towards the end, hopefully there's a question or there's something that's happening and they don't realize that then it leads into the beginning of the video. And people will watch these videos 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, depending on how long they are. more before they actually realize that they've watched the same video multiple times. And guess what this does? It doesn't annoy people. It actually makes them think that you're clever. It increases the odds. They like your content. They comment on your content. They share it with somebody else and see if they could catch on. And like I shared with you, it is literally going to instantly increase your views on YouTube. Now, editing hack number 5 is you need to make sure that you are adding sound effects into your content. You need to make sure that you are adding music into your content, and you need to make sure that the music and sounds that you're using are going to help create an emotional connection and an emotional appeal with your viewer. If you're trying to scare them, use scary music. If you're trying to cue something up, use music that's going to cue them up. If you're transitioning, use music or sound effects that is going to help that happen. And you might be overlooking this right now, and if you are, I want you to actually do something. I want you to go ahead and watch your favorite TV show, watch your favorite movie, watch your favorite YouTube channel, and I want you to do it and think about sound effects and music the whole time. Because I guarantee you, all 3 of those places are using this trick on you and you didn't even realize it would happen. In fact, without those sound effects and without that music, your favorite movie, favorite TV show, your favorite YouTube creator probably wouldn't be the same. And this is one of the most overlooked parts of this. And one of the easiest ways for you to do this is literally just take your transcript, upload it in the ChatGPT and say, hey, can you please recommend where I should place sound effects and where I should place music and what I should actually be placing there in order to keep my viewer entertained and really help hit on the emotional appeal that I'm trying to create in this video. Because at the end of the day, the more of an emotional appeal you can create with your viewers, the longer they're going to watch your content for. The more often they're going to watch your content, and the higher the odds that they're going to share your content with somebody else. Now, once you implement all the different tricks and hacks that I share with you in this video, it's going to start to increase your views. But you also need to make sure you're posting about the right topics, you're using the right titles, and doing a bunch of other things right. And if you're struggling with any of those things and you want personalized one-on-one help, the same way I helped this creator get over 100,000 subscribers and this creator over 300,000, well, please check out this video right here that walks you through exactly how I could help you one-on-one, get more views, get more subscribers, and ultimately get monetized on YouTube. I'll see you over there.